Virginia Cavaliers and the LSU Tigers. There's a look, Dick, at the starting lineups.
Brad, keep your eye on the two kids at the power forward position. In just about every game, they find a way to contribute. Yes, definitely something the viewers must keep an eye on.
We've got two very good small forwards here tonight that'll be matched up against one another. Number 32 is the guy that really shoots the basketball. He's got a great stroke.
The player will be guarded tonight is also one of the better shooters in the nation. It should be fun if they both get it going.
Well, Dick, let's get this one started and see what happens. All 10 players are set, and now for the tip. And with the tip, we're underway here in the first half. A little two-man action.
He almost found himself in some trouble there, Brad.
Well, Dick, that didn't take very long.
I'll tell you, they're quick out of the gate, baby.
Number 23 is whistled for the foul. Balanced teams, Dick. What are some of the things that they'll try to accomplish when they step out on the court?
Brad, they like to balance the tap. They don't feel like they can always play up tempo or always play in the half court. Therefore, they mix it up and do a little bit of both. I think this style works for them.
He better get rid of it. Sampson receives the pass. He draws a foul. Oh, and you can see the frustration as he picks up the foul.
Oh, that's a bad foul right there, Brad.
They'll throw this one in from the side. Number 25 receives the ball. They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, really doing a great job packing it in. Did a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
Goes up for two. Way off target. Pushes it up. Both teams looking to get things going here. Moving it around the perimeter.
Frustration right there.
Pushing in transition. Number 33 is called for the defensive foul. A chance for two. He got it.
Converts on that free throw line, and that's major.
Now looking for the pick.
Hey, it's important that the dribbler really turns that corner hard when he's using that ball screen.
For the bucket. Count that as a personal foul. Everybody into the act right now, and you can tell by the cheerleaders on the sideline how things are going.
That's what makes college so special. The enthusiasm of the cheerleaders, the mascot, everybody involved.
Newton goes to the line for the first time. He hits it. Both free throws go. The shooting guard gets the pass.
Up and inside.
For two. Up and in.
they've got a shooter spotting up on the three-point line.
The point guard takes the feed. They'll work it around the arc. Tries for two. The lay-in. Gave it up. With all sorts of time. He misses from long range. Who will win the battle of tempos here tonight? That's what we want to know right now, Dick.
Well, Brad, controlling the tempo can be very difficult, especially for the entire game. But if you stick with your strengths and make changes when needed, winning becomes a lot easier.
Now they work it around the perimeter. He tries the jumper. Jumper won't go. There's the tempo for the game thus far.
The tempo is definitely on the slower side. Something that works well for some teams and not so well for others.
Turnaround jumper.
Nothing but nylon. Nice smooth turnaround jumper. The only negative, he's falling away. If he misses, he's got no rebounding ability. Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Seconds to shoot. Sampson is carrying his team right now.
Brad, he's not getting any help out there. It's basically 1 against 5. Not good odds.
On the outside. Escapes the trouble and makes a pass up. Our three-prong attack tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brad Nessler with Dick Vitale and our friend EA Aaron Andrews checking in from the sideline. Number 55 gets his first action tonight, Dick.
You ask me, Brad, this kid could easily be a starter.
Gates handles the feed. Goes up for two. Up and in. Looking to move it around the perimeter. For the bucket. Whistle and foul. Coach not happy inside. Oh, the cheerleaders into it big time for their team.
They are really involved. I'll tell you one thing, they bring a lot of spirit.
He goes to the line for the first time. First one is no good. Hits the second shot. Number 23 handles the pass. They work it around the perimeter. Shoots it. Drains the shot. Well, whose team tempo will win out? That's a question right here, Dick.
You know, Brad, tempo is always important. Every team has their philosophy, and it's up to the players to follow the game plan.
Chance for an easy one. Count it. They're nailing the free ones tonight, Mr. Vitale.
Hey, this is where you win and lose games, Brad.
And he got them both. They have found their stroke at the stripe tonight, Dick.
This has always been an excellent free throw shooting bunch.
They work the perimeter. On the shot clock. For two. Off the rim and no good. Now on the run. Unloads.
Little bump. Says, I like that. LSU can convert.
Sampson checks back into the ballgame.
Yeah, I knew they couldn't leave him out for too long.
He goes to the line for the first time. Sinks it. They're shooting extremely well from the stripe tonight, Dick.
Yeah, they're making their coaches look good for making them shoot extra free throws every day.
It's good. No problem so far at the free throw line tonight, Dick.
Well, they're making the most of the free ones.
Hits that one. They're seeing them all fall from the line tonight.
That's a crucial plus down the stretch, Brad.
Both teams looking to get things going here. Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Hard foul. Robinson comes back into the game.
I tell you, they need their leadership out there. This kid's got leadership skills just like you, Mr. Nessler.
That's going to be a 5-second call. Credit that to the defense. Number 23 subs back in.
Hey, that little breather may just have been what the doctor ordered. Is that how they say it, that saying, Brad?
Work the perimeter.
Spacing's so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
He beats him to the punch defensively.
What a terrific job. Footwork really excellent on the post play.
10 seconds to get it off.
Terrific block shot, though. He's a dominator blocking shots on the interior.
The lay-in. And there's sort of a snapshot of our game tempo.
Long possessions, a few fast breaks is the reason for that, Brad. Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Seconds to put up a shot. They go with the entry pass on the post. Turnaround jumper. He gets the rebound. And a momentary look from three-point land. He's good for another score.
Hands in his face. Anytime now, boys.
Timeout's called. Nick, you think the coach is trying to slow up this run a little?
Absolutely. He looks calm over there on the sideline, but I bet he's steaming inside.
for two. And a chance for a three-point play.
The old-fashioned way, as we say.
Let's go to the third member of our broadcast team. Here's Aaron Andrews.
Well, Brad, in regards to our player matchup, the coaching staff has expected it to be evenly matched up across the board all night long. But you wonder, who's going to be the first one to throw the punch?
All right, thanks, Aaron. Thanks, EA. Aaron Andrews providing that extra bit of insight for us. On the dribble, gives it up. Seconds to put it up. Number 33, pump fakes, goes up. He goes to the line for the first time. Makes the first shot. They're nailing the free ones tonight, Mr. Vital.
Hey, this is where you win and lose games, Brad.
Gets the second shot. Dick, they're really getting it done from the line tonight, aren't they?
And a surprisingly collective effort, Brad.
The small forward takes the feed. Looking for a good shot. Seconds to put it up. Looking for a good shot. He's called for charging.
What toughness.
And he's going to pick up the foul, and oh, look at the look on his face.
I tell you what, he's disgusted, but so is his coach.
Gave it up. He's all alone. He misses from way outside.
I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box.
For the bucket, you can't get away with that.
Good teams will get to the line often, but getting there is half the battle. You then must convert your free throws.
He doesn't miss that opportunity either. They're making good use of their free throw opportunities tonight.
Good free throw shooting teams seem to always give themselves a chance to win.
On the dribble, gives it up. Shot clock. He goes for three. He hits the shot. Both teams are looking to get something going here. In the paint for two. Up and in. Receives the ball.
Look at that spacing.
Tries for two. Way off target. The lay-in.
Number 55. 4-2.
Lang receives the pass. Good defensive stance there against the spin move.
Well, the key is to beat him to the spot, and he did a great job. He anticipated that spin move.
They go with the entry pass on the post. Turnaround jumper. Rebound.
Fill the lanes. That's the only way they'll be able to get some fast break opportunities.
The crowd continues to chant.
Who says there's no such thing as a home court advantage? Up and inside.
Fantastic post defense, Dan.
Hey, just like you, Mr. Nessler, that's great D.
On the outside. Goes up for two. Up and in. Working it around the perimeter. For the bucket. Got to control yourself. Steps to the line for the freebie.
Nothing but nylon, NBN.
No good. Rips down the rebound.
Men have got to get out and fill the lanes, Brad.
They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, really doing a great job packing it in. Did a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
He shoots from downtown. He gets it to go.
Number 3. 4-3. He's the assistant Jones.
The small forward with the ball. Gave it up. That spin move's not going to work against a defense like that.
Tell you, they did a great job scouting post play because they were really anticipating the spin.
Moving it around the perimeter with tons of room. Misses from long range.
Up and inside.
He blocks the shot. On the dribble, gives it up. Tries for two. Can't make the easy one. As as we continue to track the game's tempo.
Well, Brad, as the meter indicates, the game has been pretty balanced in terms of tempo. Some short possessions and a few longer ones.
Number 33 handles the feed. They'll work it around the arc. Goes up for two. Perfectly executed. The Cavaliers are a half-court team. What are some of the components that make up a good half-court team?
These types of teams will be pretty solid in the half and quarter-court. Throughout the season, they will perfect their half-court play. Offensively, they'll get better, and defensively, they'll improve as well.
Lang receives the pass. Now they work it around the perimeter. From beyond the arc, he gets the bucket to fall.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. There's a bad pass right to the defender. All right, let's check in third member of our team again. Here's Aaron Andrews.
Well, it's quite obvious that the coaching staff wants their team to slow down the tempo. I can hear him on the sideline talking to his bench players about being patient and running sets. He wants the defense to break down first before settling for a shot. Unless, of course, it's a layup. Guys?
Aaron Andrews, our sideline correspondent. I'll let you know that with an additional insight there. He hits his first. That line is really being good to him tonight, Dick.
That line's always good, Brad. These guys just have to make good use of it. Makes those free throws count. Let's go back on our campus. It's BMOC. Big man on campus, baby.
On the outside. For the bucket. Whistled for the foul. Opportunity now for an easy one. He misses the first shot. There's a reason they're called free throws. A virtual demolition on the boards for him tonight.
No doubt about it, Brad.
He tries to knock down the three. Comes up empty. Looking to move it around the perimeter. The defense traps him into a 5-second call.
Brad, if they were smart, they'd go 2 for 1.
The small forward gets the pass. For two. Off the rim and no good. The small forward with the ball. They work it around the perimeter. Good defensive stance there against the spin move.
Well, the key is to beat him to the spot, and he did a great job. He anticipated that spin move.
They work the perimeter.
I tell you, what an opportunity he's got right here. Because to me, this is a gift.
He gets it to go. They're seeing them all fall from the line tonight.
That's a crucial plus down the stretch, Brad.
Makes the third. They're nailing the free ones tonight, Mr. Vitale.
Hey, this is where you win and lose games, Brad.
At the end of the first half, the Tigers are up by 10. Nick, we've got a close one here tonight, my friend. Give us your highlight of the night so far.
My highlight of the first half has to be this trifecta, Brad. It showed another one of the deadly weapons that this team has offensively. I expect more of that in the second half.
We're about ready to start the second half, Dick. Let's go down and see how this one unfolds. Number 33 has made an example of the opposing team in that first half, Dick.
I tell you, yeah, Brad, and the lesson is very simple. Play some D, baby.
Ball coming in from the sideline. The shooting guard with the ball. Dick, two great players now heading into the second half. We watched them through the first half, and they played it pretty dead even. We'll see what happens here in the second half.
I tell you, there's no doubt they're PTPers. They're prime-time performers. They like the big moment, and they make big plays.
Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the... There's a tough shot and one.
He wanted that one, baby. He says you got to foul me harder than that.
To the line. Makes the shot. Gave it up. He shoots the jumper. Missed the jumper. Let's check in with Erin Andrews and what she's got in store for us. Erin?
The Tigers have been following the plan of attack in terms of defensive rebounding. They basically put on a clinic in the first half. Defensive rebounding was a key that Dick actually pointed out earlier. They started the second half in front. Now it's a matter of continuing the things which have made them successful so far. Guys?
Thanks, Erin. 10 on the shot clock. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Takes his jumper. You can't get away with that. Dick, you know, we always like comparing positions and specific matchups. What are your thoughts about the backcourt matchup so far?
Hey, Brad, sometimes comparisons can be misleading. If your backcourt is weaker, then you just hope to contain your opponent's guards. Keep them in check. If you have strong backcourt play, you must attack and exploit any mismatches.
Gets his first. It's 2 at the charity stripe.
Terrific job, but there's the charge. They got the charge on the call. The charge, they did a great job denying the ball.
Well, Dick, there's a look at the foul situation.
Well, you know, Brad, a lot of times the first team to the bonus will get the advantage. That means they're playing aggressive basketball. It means they get to the charity stripe quicker and have an opportunity to rack up some easy points.
In the clear. Missed it. On the dribble, gives it up. Shot clock. Tries for 2. The layup. And there's what the game tempo is looking like tonight.
It's definitely been a slower paced game, Brad. Very few opportunities to push the ball.
Number 3 takes the feed.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
That's charging.
Caught him being selfish with the ball, Brad.
Well, Mr. Vitale, there's the foul situation so far.
Hey, Brad, staying out of foul trouble down the stretch of any game is vital. You want to keep your opponents off the free throw line and out of bonus situations.
Goes for the deep one. You can't be that aggressive. At the free throw line. Opportunity. Hits the first shot. Misses the second. Third shot is good. And a momentary look from three-point land. Goes up for two. Up and in.
Look at that. That's unbelievable, baby.
We talk about team styles all the time, Dick. What do half-court teams look to do?
Half-court teams are all about team play as opposed to individual play. The ideal player in this style will have a high basketball IQ and rely on wits rather than athleticism to make a play.
Working around the perimeter. For the bucket. The layup.
Get out of the way, baby. That was absolutely sensational.
Now looking for the ball screen, Dick.
Hey, the two-man game, Brad. So many teams incorporate it into their scheme because it works.
Looking for a good shot. For two. Up and in.
Number 25, 4-2.
Turnaround jumper. Cleans the glass.
They need to get out and run their lanes now.
Might be a ball screen here, Dick.
Well, you got to use that screen. Hey, how the dribbler uses the screen is important in a pick-and-roll situation.
Number 3 to the line, shooting two. First one, good. Got them both.
Oh, he drained it. Nothing but nylon, NBN.
Looking for a good shot. Seconds showing on the shot clock.
In and out with tough luck. Handled the trap really well there, Brian.
That spin move's not going to work against this defense.
That's a no-no, baby. Defensive player beats him to the spot.
He goes to the line for the first time. Got it from the free throw line. Second shot, no good.
I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box. The defender is still applying great ball pressure, Brad.
Hickman may have escaped one there. He shoots from the top of the key. The 2 balls good. The Cavaliers are the type of team who would like to slow it down, Dick.
They need to slow things down, Brad. I don't believe their coach wants them to play at an up-tempo pace.
Gates handles the pass, thinks about the shot, tries for 2, and in and out. Gave it up. He tries the 3 ball. I'm not sure that's who you want shooting the 3.
I don't think the coach wants him taking that shot.
Dumps it in. Goes up for 2. Foul charge. He goes to the line for the first time. He makes it. Sinks both of them. Jumped in front to take it away. The small forward takes the pass.
Look at that spacing. Great anticipation defensively. Up and inside.
For the bucket, perfectly executed. For 2. Can't get the shot to drop. Pushes it up.
Nice hops.
On the outside, he shoots from long range. It's no good. There's a look at the current tempo for the game.
The quick shots, Brad. That's why the tempo meter is where it's at.
And we've got a whistle and a foul. Let's check in courtside with Aaron Andrews. Aaron?
Well, guys, the difference in scoring jumps out at me. It's a matter of one guy focusing and taking advantage of his shot opportunity, and he's making the most of it.
All right, thanks, Aaron. Our trusty sideline reporter, Aaron Andrews, keeping everyone on their toes there on the sideline. The Tigers have found a player who cannot seem to miss, Dick.
Brad, he's on fire.
Working it around the perimeter. He goes up with it. Nope.
Good rebound. Great position on a rebound. Good block out. Once you get that board, you've got to be looking up court. Step out on that screener.
No. They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in. Then a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
Oh, that's going to be a costly turnover hit.
I'll tell you, turnovers can absolutely destroy a team.
Newton 2. The lay. There's such a variety of team styles these days, Dick. What are some of the qualities for a half-court team?
Hey, they play slower in transition and won't look to attack as much as some up-tempo teams. Typically, they are very patient when it comes to half-court offense.
Do you think they switch things around here for the moment, Dick?
I don't think so, but we'll wait and see, Brad.
He attempts the jump shot. He gets another one to go.
This is a shooting clinic, my friend.
Newton receives the ball. Off the mark. Moving it around the perimeter. That spin move's not going to work against a defense like that.
I tell you, they did a great job scouting post play because they were really anticipating the spin.
Jumper! You can't get away with that. He goes to the free throw line. Gets it.
He converts on that free throw line, and that's major.
There's the tempo for the game thus far.
We've seen a combination of both short and long possessions here, Brad. Nothing wrong with that if that's your team's ideal style of play.
Newton receives the pass. Now the turnaround jumper. The Tigers have a hot hand right now that's scoring for them at the moment.
They need to keep feeding the ball. It's simple.
Seconds to get it off. Throws it up, hoping for the best. The ball goes out of bounds. And that's one too many turnovers.
Yeah, those turnovers are really a nightmare, especially when they lead to layups.
Lang receives the pass. Goes up for 2.
Little bump. Says, I like that. Now let's see if we can convert. Hey, Brad, you want to get to the line early and often. You end up getting your opponents into foul trouble, and it's also an opportunity to get some points.
Stroke at the strike tonight, Dick.
This has always been an excellent free throw shooting bunch. Dumping inside.
The Tigers are going to move away from their preferred style of play and look at playing a bit more in the half court here, Dick. They've got a lead to protect.
Yeah, I think the best thing to do at this point is to slow completely down at the offensive end. If you have transition opportunities, take them. Otherwise, milk the clock and shoot with less than 7 seconds left on the clock.
They're working around the arc. Turnaround jumper. What should they do here, Dick?
I'd call a timeout and see what's going on out there. There's definitely some miscommunication happening.
Inside. I think he was there, Dick.
Yeah, but that could have gone either way.
And again, they'll inbound on the baseline. The small forward takes the feed. And he goes with a spin.
I tell you, field the defensive player on your hip, going one way, you spin back the other way.
Now they work it around the perimeter. He puts up the J. Knocks it down.
What a great touch. Good baseline drive, squared his body. Well, here comes some pressure. Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. For the bucket, you can't be that aggressive. He goes to the line. First one is no good. Second one is no good. The shooting guard gets the ball. On the outside, he pulls up with a jumper. He bangs it in for another score.
And the hits just keep coming on, baby.
Looking to move it around the perimeter. He puts up the three ball. How important is it to get to the free throw line?
Well, you know, those bonus points, Brad, you get those simple points. They add up at the end. Plus, you get people into foul trouble.
He can't buy one. Foul shot is not good. And there's sort of a snapshot of our game tempo.
A snail's pace, Brad. That's the tempo of this game. And if that's your philosophy, so be it.
They're working around the perimeter. Tries to get the D to bite. He throws it up from downtown. He nails the shot. Arm and foul. And he's going to pick up the foul, and look at the look on his face.
I'll tell you what, he's disgusted, but so is his coach.
On the dribble, gives it up. Goes up for two with the layup. They work the perimeter. baseline. He makes the jumper. Check out the replay, Dick. Definitely worth being part of our Pontiac game-changing performance.
Talk about highlight material, Mr. Nessler. That's a strong candidate for our Pontiac game-changing performance.
Hester handles the pass. For the bucket. Number 55 with the foul. 7th team foul. Step to the line for the free throw. Gets his first. They're shooting extremely well from the stripe tonight, Dick.
Yeah, they're making their coaches look good for making them shoot extra free throws every day.
Misses. He takes the board. Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. He puts in another score.
He can see the light, Brad, and it's hanging right over the goal.
For the deuce. Got to control yourself. I think it's obvious to me that they are starting to heat things up right now.
I'll tell you one thing, they're getting good shots and they're making them count. They're in a groove, baby. And when they're in a groove, that court looks like an unbelievable Atlantic Ocean instead of a teapot.
Hits the first. Makes the foul shot. We talk about team styles all the time, Dick. What do half-court teams look to do?
Those are a few things they try to do, Brad. Some people may think it's boring, but it's not boring at all. When you have a half-court team executing and playing great team basketball, it's a very entertaining thing to watch.
Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important, get 15 to 17 feet apart.
He takes the shot. He misses the J. Up and in. We take a look here at each team's tempo, Dick.
Hey, the key to this game is not just who will set the tempo, but who can control it throughout the game. Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Tries to turn, and the defense comes up with a play.
What a terrific play to stop that spin move.
And the ball goes out of bounds. This one's coming in from the baseline. Tries for two. Number 25 picks up the foul. Second personal foul. They will line them up. No doubt about it. That line is really being good to them tonight, Dick.
That line's always good, Brad. These guys just have to make good use of it.
No doubt. No problem so far at the free throw line tonight, Dick.
Well, they're making the most of the free ones.
The small forward gets the pass. And a momentary look from three-point land. Dickey's going to kick it back out there from down on the low block.
I tell you, a post player has to be able to read what the defense gives you.
Cross court. He looks for three. He hits the shot.
I knew this was going to be a dandy, baby.
The lead is down to three. So time out on the floor, and that gives us a break to go courtside. Here's Aaron.
Based on the score and the time remaining, the coaches will be looking to calm their players down. Adrenaline levels may have shot up over the last few possession, guys, so the coach will be looking to reduce any anxiety. It should make for an interesting finish. Back up to you.
Well, now that everyone knows what to do. It's time to get back on the course.
Indeed, Mr. Nessler. The coach has everyone up to speed on where they need to be and what they need to do. But it'll be up to the players on the court to get the job done.
They're working around the perimeter. He takes the wide open shot. The Tigers have got to continue to get him the ball.
Brady's on fire.
Cross court. For two. Lays it in. Blows right by him.
That's the old Matador defense. Let the ball go through.
The small forward with the ball. I got to be sure they'll continue to look to foul here, Dick. He goes to the line for the first time. Makes the first. Dick, they're really getting it done from the line tonight, aren't they?
And a surprisingly collective effort, Brad.
Up and in.
If they want a chance to win, they really need a bucket here.
Having been on the sidelines, Dick, what do you try to convey during those timeouts?
A lot of it depended on the game situation. However, for the most part, I wanted my players to settle down and focus. Timeouts to me was an opportunity to control my players' adrenaline levels because being too excited was never a good thing.
We're ready to get back to the action. The small forward takes the pass. Good defensive stance there against the spin move.
Well, the key is to beat him to the spot, and he did a great job. He anticipated that spin move.
And the clock stopped for the foul.
Nobody likes this part of the game when the losing team is fouling in order to stop the clock. I like it when a team gets to the free throw line. It shows that they're being aggressive. The key is to get to the line early in the game and often.
Second shot, good. They're making good use of their free throw opportunities tonight.
Good free throw shooting teams seem to always give themselves a chance to win.
The Cavaliers are in the double bonus. With the pair. Misses his first shot. He makes his second shot. And yet another foul as they're just trying to hang on here. He'll get the free ones. Makes the shot. They have found their stroke at the stripe tonight, Dick.
This has always been an excellent free throw shooting bunch.
Hits that one. That line is really being good to
good, Brad. These guys just have to make good use of it.
Goes up for two. The lane.
Number 25, 42.
And the clock stopped with a foul.
Number 3. Number 33.
Chance to get an easy one here. Hits the first shot. They're nailing the free ones tonight, Mr. Vitale.
Hey, this is where you win and lose games, Brad.
Got it. No problem so far at the free throw line tonight, Dick.
Well, they're making the most of the free ones.
Dumps it in. There's no fooling him. He gets the block in the post.
Look at him control the paint, Mr. Nessler. Get that stuff out of here, man.
It's all about playing your team style, Dick. Any final thoughts?
I look at these points of emphasis and actually grade a team based on whether they accomplished any of them or not. Based on my experience, teams who can't achieve most of these keys will have a good performance, simply because they're playing their style and within themselves.
Folks, it's all about controlling the tempo. If your team is playing their style of play, usually good things are going to happen. LSU found themselves in a heck of a battle before pulling away at the end.
With two teams like this, you knew the game was going to be close.
It's been a fun game, and as always, my partners alongside have enjoyed you being with us. For Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews, I'm Brad Nessler. Good night, everybody.
All right, let me get the scores recorded here, and we'll take a look at the new rankings after game 2 for everybody's in the books, which it now is. All right, 66, 75. Save that. Get back out of this. Stop that and get rid of that, and then we'll bring this over. All right, so we'll go over to rankings, and there's the updated. It looks like the top 17 are all 2-0, and then we round out the top 32 with the 1-1s. Some of the 1-1s. I'll go down here and look at the long way to go for this, but just to give you a glimpse of it. Be a 32 team March Madness instead of 64, since we only have 69 teams. Yeah. Let's go look. 64 teams. Okay. So we could have put everybody in, but that seemed kind of weird. So we just cut the field in half. It's top 32. And let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule here. I still got to put in the ribbon so I can do this from there, but we can do it manually for now. And there we are. That's the week we ended on, so let's back that up. Had to work on the coding to get the current week and all that stuff too. It took me a while to get this form here working right. So, all right, so there's week 1. You can pause it if you want to check out any of those matchups and scores. And there's week 2, same there. If you want to check out any of those in more detail, you can pause that. And then week 3 coming up, we'll have to see. Actually, we'll take a look at it in the spreadsheet too, because it's programmed to highlight the marquee matchups, the top 3, I think. 5? I can't remember. I've got 3 of these going, spreadsheets. This one, college football, and Madden. 05 classic, all classic teams. So tomorrow, tune in. Tomorrow morning, we'll be doing probably somewhere around 9ish, maybe 10. Should be doing 2 games of college football as well for classic teams for that season. And then Sunday morning, we'll do, I believe it's 2 games of the NFL classic teams for Madden 05. So there's a candidate. Got number 10 against number 3. They're both 2-0. That could be one we watch. Could be actually, that might be very interesting, to be honest. I don't have it coloring these boxes, but I do have it highlighting the rows on the actual spreadsheet of the marquee matchups. Like this one might be 120 and 21. They are both 1-1, but expected to do well, so it could mark them since they're both ranked. So we'll go take a look at that. If you guys want to see this view here, you can run the video back and pause it to take a better look at it if you so desire. So we're gonna, and this I can go all the way to the end here if I want to, but I'm gonna just keep it current for now. Back to 3, so you guys have another chance to pause if you want, and then we'll close that. We'll go over to game 3 here, and it looks like we have 4 designated. So we will pick 2 of those to stream, and the rest will be played on the court, but not simulated. So I do have the opportunity in the other 2, college and the pro, to fast forward the games as they play. These I do not. But I do have a breakdown of how many games for each one I need to play per night in order to be ready for the following week. So sorry I missed last week if you guys tuned into those the week before that, but we were out of town last week for my birthday on Friday. So we went to Helen, Georgia. If you guys don't know of that, it's a German themed town in North Georgia. Definitely recommend it if you can get to it. It's a pretty fun place. A lot of pubs, a lot of restaurants, and a lot of shops, basically what it is. And they do have a tubing thing there, but I think it's off season for that right now. So, and we did call that Navy and Michigan too. They are one of the marquee matchups for the week. We just had 70 LSU, so probably won't do that one. Might do the Duke Derby there, perhaps. So that's what it's looking like. Well, no, we could do Illinois though. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on it, and some of these rankings may change as these other games are played, as people fall and people move up and stuff like that. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have this one though. And they're both 2-0. I don't see that one going too far. Maybe up, if anything, to be honest. Anyway, I will be keeping an eye on that kind of thing to see which ones we want to watch. Feature, I guess I should say. I actually watch all of them pretty much. But all of the ones that are chosen are both ranked teams. This one has 2 ranked teams that were not chosen. We just saw 81 Virginia lose, though. So those are the only 4 left with both teams being ranked. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on what they look like, but right now it's looking like Duke and Navy and Michigan, perhaps. So that is going to wrap us up for this one. I don't think I have anything else on here. I do have the ability to pull up one team's schedule if you, and I just added this part so you can tell what they did. So if we go back to 3 here, let's take a look at 86 Duke and 2001 Duke. They are in order by year, so they're pretty easy to find for the most part. So 86 Duke. So they beat the 62 Bearcats and the 92 Blue Devils to be 2-0. And it uses all this information in order to come up with the rankings. Kind of gives them votes based on all this stuff. Sort of like football, but a little different. All right, and then we had 2001 Duke, was it? I believe. So, too far. 2001 Duke. So they beat 92 Blue Devils also. So the 92 Blue Devils are 0-2. And they beat 85 Red Storm, which I don't know. Actually, if we go to here, we can see the entire rankings. So St. John's. Did I miss it? 2, right? St. John's might not be. Duke was. Yeah, 92 Duke was. St. John's could be 1-1 then. Just not ranked. Okay. Actually, were they ranked? Didn't even pay attention. Yeah, no, that's the wrong. Oh, we didn't look at them. We looked at both the Duke teams. Oh, we were looking at these right here. So I can actually go over here to, if they are ranked, I can actually just go to them. They are number 17. So if we come back over here, we can see them right here. Go look at that. They shouldn't be zeros, I don't think. Because you'd have your point differentials and stuff like that. That should be affecting that. So we'll take a look at that and get that squared away at some point. But anyway, as you can see, you can look at the actual individual team schedule if you so desire. And let's take a look at 94 Arkansas. I am a Razorback, so they are number 7. They beat the 97 Wildcats pretty handily. They struggled a little bit with Texas Western, however. They did pull it out at home, though. Actually, no, they weren't. They were at Texas. So I was looking at the way these are arranged, but they're all that way. So the home team is, or the actual team that you're looking at is on the right. You have to look over here at the app for that to know if they're home or away. And then we have I think the only other Arkansas we have is 91. And they have not done so well so far. They lost to 95 Wake Forest pretty handily. Well, I guess it was only 6, but and then they lost by 7 to 57 North Carolina, which I really thought they could win that game, but they did not win it. So if you guys are in here watching it live and you have a team once the game is through that you want to look at their schedule, you just let me know and we can come in here and take a look at it. 90. We're talking about 93. Yeah, we're talking about 93, looking at watching their game against the Midshipmen. So they are currently number 3 in the and they beat pretty handily. They beat 2004 Connecticut, 30 points. And then 85 Villanova, 14 points. The settings might have, I can't remember if I started over when I changed the settings. I was only a few games in when I changed them. If I didn't start over, that might have been one of them. So might have been why it was so large of a victory. I think I did start over though, to be honest. And then they were they playing Navy. Well, schedule. You could have looked right here. Jesus, not even used to my own setup yet. All right, 86 Navy. They beat 93 North Carolina by 7. They beat 68 UCLA by 9. So average margin of victory is 8. I mean, I kind of maybe would expect that a little bit, but that's kind of a shocker to me. They beat the Tar Heel side. Well, they were at home. Or no, they weren't. Yeah, they were at home. And then they were on the road against UCLA. Tough matchup coming up here. The 94 Arkansas is looking pretty good. All right, so that's kind of what we're doing here. Again, we can look at any team we want out of the 64. So if you guys have somebody you're interested in, just let me know in the chat during one of the live streams and we'll take a look at them. Or if you comment on the video on YouTube, which they'll be uploaded to later. about somebody you want to take a look at, we will try to get to them after the next stream. 2008 Jayhawks are number 12. Didn't realize they were 2-0, to be honest. So they won by 2, and they won by 12. Well, I kind of would have expected that. Explorers are struggling. 54 Explorers. They're getting shellacked pretty good. So 46 by 89 Syracuse. There's only 9 by Georgetown, though. That's surprising. And, oh, wait, that's Kentucky. Got the wrong one. So 36 and then 12. So that makes sense. So average loss by 24. That's rough. But some of these older teams, they struggle a little bit. San Fran Dons, they got a win over the Terrapins. Enunciate. They're 1-1. They are not ranked, however. But if they could pop off another win, oh, Georgetown. 84 Georgetown. How are they looking? It's a small sample size so far, so it's kind of hard to tell how good these teams are. They lost to Kansas by 2. And then they won against Kentucky by 9. So their average margin is plus 3.5. I mean, I would probably favor the Hoyas a little bit in that matchup, but San Francisco's, they played tough a little bit, so it's hard to say. But anywho, they can climb the ranks. We may have them featured on one of the games. And 57 Targets are 2-0, ranked 13th. They beat 57 Kansas by 6, and they beat 91 Arkansas by 7. That's incredible. So there could be one of your older teams that gets a pretty good seed. But we'll see. Like I said, a long way to go to 31 games. We're only getting ready to play number 3, so plenty of moving to come. All right, we're going to wrap it up there. I appreciate you all checking this out. And like I said, if there's something you want to see, one of the team schedule or anything like that, any questions, let me know. I do have games here, which is what pulls the scores back over and gives me all the differentials and everything. So, yeah, just let me know if you want to see anything, and we'll try to cover it in the next VOD. And we'll see y'all next time. Appreciate you checking it out.